Hello, true duelists. My name's Craig Fee, and as always, welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. The January 2024 ban list has been revealed this past week, unprompted on a Tuesday, denying me the chance to make a feeling good on a Wednesday joke. Truly a missed opportunity. I'm not sure many people expected this list so soon, certainly I didn't, but hey, better now than in the middle of February after months of silence, as is usually tradition. The general consensus in regards to the list is mostly positive, just so long as you don't play exactly plants and or cybers decks. None of the top decks truly died, and again, unless you are one of Joshua Schmidt's personal enemies, the metagame and what deck you're playing probably isn't going to change. Rescue Ace and Unchained are a little weaker with the new limits, and Labyrinth is really set to pop off once we get transaction rollback, but the meta won't be shaken up all too much by this. Sure, Minkanko's less common without the Isolde play, and that just means less Acid Golem, which is good because that play fucking sucks. But beyond that, it's just a little bit of added bedlam into the format. Yeah, 2 Pankratops, just cause we absolutely, genuinely, unironically support this. Throw in a 3 mind control, why don't we? Who cares? Bring back Infernity Archfiend just to make that one dude at your locals take that much longer in his obnoxious turns. Please. If there's one thing I want, it's more time at locals and less time waiting for the ban list. So many changes, and all well before a YCS gives us time to tinker, and most of all, Orcust players can finally shut the fuck up about harp horror. I'm glad for you, I'm happy, congratulations on continuing to see the fucking fridge, but now we don't have to hear them talk about harp. I mean, they'll be talking about how it needs to come to 3, which will inevitably happen at some point, I'm sure, but we're halfway there. That's the win, and we're taking it. Less floodgates, less Orcust player complaining. It's a great day. It's a great fucking day, okay? The only thing left for Konami to do at this point is, of course, to ban Snatch Steal in the immediate next format. I don't think that it's needed and that it's going to be a problem. I don't think Snatch Steal is really going to break the game in a way that Change of Heart wouldn't have already. I just think it'd be really funny if every 10-ish years they unbanned Snatch Steal and then ban it the immediate subsequent format. That would just be a really cool, new Snatch Steal jump scare every decade or so. And that's exactly what the game needs, is another version of the white woman jump scare, but now the Snatch Steal jump scare. So please, Konami, thanks, that'd be great. If you want to check out the ban list, I don't know how the fuck you wouldn't know what it is, because if you're watching a Yu-Gi-Oh video, you're probably at least aware of the ban list, but I got a video on it. I talk about some things, I do stuff, you can check that out, and if not, who gives a shit? On to the next segment. And that next segment is technically related to the ban list, because there's a new one that's coming into effect, and now every meta result until January feels pretty damn well pointless. That won't stop me, though, because I'm going to force in a Spice Watch, because I like the logo, and I'm just going to do it. I don't care. Although I need to get to something a little different from than just talking about how Generator Runic will continue to see success as it has previously, presumably. No, instead I'm going to talk about how even Blackwing pulled out a top 8 of its ass. Yeah, that's right. Blackwing got a top 8 at a regional the past weekend, so why not look at the birds in the Spice Watch? Someone has to like them, right? Why else would they have gotten 38 waves of support? The build played that got top 8 at a regional, up there with Rescue Ace, Unchained, and Infernoble Knight, was an actual deck, and I say that because, it faced some actual decks in competition. This build is playing what Blackwing players seem to have deemed the new standard of the deck, that being only 2 copies of Black Whirlwind. I guess when you can just set it off of Simoon anyways, you don't really need to optimize opening Black Whirlwind. You want to open the cards around Black Whirlwind because it's pretty easy to get to. I can see the logic. I also can see the logic of playing both Allure of Darkness and Small World for some added consistency. That's just simple and sound. It also ran some interesting one-ofs, namely a one-of in Book of Moon and Triple Tactics Talent, alongside the Engine one-ofs, which there are 4.5 of, because Assault Synchron isn't actually a Blackwing, but it kinda is. It's a neat deck with a pretty tight lineup of engine pieces, opting for 2 apiece of the little Blackwing Dragon and the big Blackwing Dragon. Black Wing to Blacked Wing. Now, at the point of this video, you're probably asking, why did he have a stroke in the middle of this segment? But also, where's the spice? To which I can make one of countless jokes about how white I am in regards to spice. But truthfully, the spice here is not in the list in specific, but the accomplishment behind the list. How the fuck did Blackwing contend against Rescue Ace and Unchained at like full power? I can't tell you, but I can give you a kudos and a salute to the player who got there, because that's a big congrats. That's impressive. I certainly am not doing that shit. And in some truly amazing news for fans of merchandise, Konami revealed their mystery surprise last week after 2 days of intense speculation and waiting. And my god, the expectations were so low, and I'm still disappointed. The big reveal is some more stainless steel cards. That's right, a playset of the God cards that totally aren't just the Wish.com knockoffs that have been plaguing this game since 2002. Granted, it wasn't Wish.com back then, but you know exactly what I mean. No, these are real products being sold to the player base. They just look like the fake cards that have existed for 20 years. 3 stainless steel prints of the God cards with their manga printings, from the names to the text to the just blatant phony looking aspect quality. I don't even know how to describe it. They look so not genuine, but they're genuine and they're licensed and they're real. The font looks too big, the art is ripped straight from the manga, but in a way that I've only ever seen on the least official looking cards on this earth. And you know how much you can pay to get this lovely collection of totally real and genuine actual cards? $400. Yeah, $399 USD for this shit. But hey, anyone who purchases these can opt into a draw for a chance to win an ultra rare printing of the vanilla Blackluster Soldier card. I love that you have to opt into that, by the way. Motherfucker, I'm paying $400 for these 3 pieces of shit. I better get a goddamn raffle ticket. I better get 4. Best part of this is, of course, that if you choose to opt in, which why the fuck wouldn't you, but if you're doing so, you're only getting a shot at one of 2,000 copies in regards to North American consumers. European consumers will be competing or, in draw with the Middle East, Africa, and Oceania, and are in a draw for only 1,000 cards. Did I say that right? Who cares? And if you're from South America, I don't even see the damn thing mentioned on the site from the South American listing, so I guess get fucked. But you have less reason to waste money on this absolute ripoff of a product, so really, who's the loser in this situation? Fun fact, this is a product that sold earlier this year, I believe, for $120. Not only is it significantly cheaper, it looks better by a wide margin, and if you're in South America, it's not like you're missing out on bullshit sweepstakes tournaments. What a fantastic product. I love wasting money on garbage-looking things. Orders are open now. Get pogging, guys. This is the only time Slifer won't be called Slifer, and it's in this overpriced piece of shit. Oh, that is some disrespect. And some other news for things that are definitely and totally not worth it. The OCG has revealed some fancy new things from the Quarter Century Chronicle set that they are getting. And apart from just reprints of Lightsworn and Ancient Gear cards to tie in with the new support that they'll be getting, you can check out the new card reports for more information on those if you're curious. They've also revealed alternate arts for Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Dark Magician, and of course Dark Magician Girl. Just to shake up the reprint and alternate art game, I guess. I'm not sure when exactly it is we'll be getting these in the TCG, but you know damn well we will be getting them. You think Konami would deny us the chance to buy Blue Eyes Dick First Dragon or Red Eyes Dick Suck Dragon? The Red Eyes one's a little bit pushing it, but tell me I'm wrong that shit is not Blue Eyes Dick First Dragon. What the fuck is going on? Whenever we get these, I don't know, but they'll probably be in a promotional material that very few of us care for, assuming Konami trends the usual trend of making products that somehow just simply aren't worth it when all they have to do is make them marginally more worth it. Who knows? In some neat news for lore enthusiasts, the next manga for the OCG stories will be about the Magistus lore, which to my knowledge has not only the Magistus cards, but also Endymion, Witchcrafter, and Alistair, as in Invoked, all connected in some capacity. That's right, these have boys and girls in the story this time. How's that for a change of pace? I didn't read the Sky Striker one, and I don't care how incorrect or correct that statement is. If you like the stories, you can look forward to these being continued or starting the launch of the Endymion role or whatever on January 19th of 2024. And if you're like me and don't particularly care one way or the other for the lore, you can look forward to all the new potential support for these archetypes. Assuming you want to play or do play Endymion, Witchcrafter, Magistus, or you just simply have not had enough of Alistair since it was released in 2018. If the Sky Striker support is any indication of what to expect, half of it will be unplayable trash made solely to fill landfills, and the other half will actually be pretty decent. What does that mean for these 4 archetypes, of which 2 have not been particularly good at any point previously? I don't know, but I do know that if you're dealing with Witchcrafter players, approach them not unlike you would approach Traptrix players. See why it is they play the deck, and then depending on why it is they play the deck, just be ready. And for a little bit of community news for you, there's also a new survey going on by Hakuna My Data. Fun fact about this survey, I have no idea what's in it. I can tell that it's an end of the year survey by the fact that it's an end of the year survey, and I can assume that there are things like what was the strongest deck, what was your favorite set, up and coming people, favorite person, do thing. I don't know, because I'm not even reading a script. I've included this one completely off the cuff. I'll link a description in the thing. Wow, what is speaking? I will include a link to the survey in the description if you would like to fill it out to help get a broader consensus on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community's takes at large from 2023. So yeah, go do that and check that out. And in the meantime, I'm going to see if there's a way to shoehorn a joke into this segment because I didn't write it, so I have to come up with one organically. And so that's that. Shoutouts this week go, of course, to the LIFD Magnetic Display, the best way to support my channel currently, and the true Duelist approved way to show off each and every printing of Blue Eyes that you'll be getting, because you'll be getting 600,000 more. So go ahead and get buying these, boys and girls, or whatever. If you can save money on it though, YGO 15 for 15% off. You can type that into the discount bar at checkout or click the link in the description and have it apply automatically. What is reading the script? Not something I do. What I do is I say thanks to LIFD, of course, for the continued support, and thank you for watching. So that wraps it up for this week's update. As always, I've been your host, Craig Feet. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you'd be so kind. And remember, the moment you do, not only will you be impressing your smoking Italian wife, but you will immediately and contractually become a true duelist.